Well, what's going on, Go Squad? I'm going to go live here just for a little bit to do a little live unboxing of the December 2018 TacPack that I got in the mail yesterday. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Probably the last day people are working before the Christmas holiday and all that. And so we're just going to spend a few minutes here going through the TacPack and see what's in there and talk about it a little bit, and then maybe just hang out for a little bit. So we'll wait a few minutes to let people start arriving. And looks like Gary's out there. He says first. And Budget's out there, says sup. So what's up? So I know it's kind of a weird time, but I figured I'm going to do an unboxing video for the TacPack I got yesterday. And I figured, what the hell? Let's go ahead and do it live so we can kind of go through it and see what all is in there. I didn't know if any of you guys out there get TacPacks. Let me know what you think of this month. And there are some cool things in here and some things that, it's what it is. It's what it is, but we'll see. And we'll go through it here in just a minute. We'll see who all shows up. And like I said, it's Friday at 2 o'clock. There might not be anything. What's up, Chloe? He says fake news. It is fake news. Anything that comes out of my mouth is fake news. It's just, I'm the National Enquirer of YouTube, just fake news. Hey, Kingpin, what's up? Hope you're having a great day, buddy. Like I said, I know it's Friday. You guys are probably, if you're working out there, it's probably the last day of work before the Christmas holiday. And so I thought, like I said, I'm going to do an unpacking, an unboxing, and a little preview of the TacPack. I figured, let's just go live. Why the hell not? Let's do this. So we'll get into it here in just a second. Hope everybody's 2-bit news. That's right, 2-bit news, maybe 2-bit news. That's right. That's right. It is what it is. So yeah. So let's go ahead and jump in. Obviously, comes in a little box, and we'll put this right here, I guess. And comes with the old. Did you get more hats yet? Yeah, I got some hats in, man. I did get some hats in. I'll show them to you in a second, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, as of right now, it comes with a little, kind of explains what everything is in the box. So that's kind of cool. A little TacPack thing. And let's start off with let's just start out with the big one. All right, so the big one this month is a SOG multi-tool. It's called the do it this way. It's called the Reactor. And looking online, it's about a $50 value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to kind of look at it. I opened the box obviously last night, but I did not open up any of the items to actually look at it. So let's get my knife out of here. And we'll go through it like we always would. All right. So let's see here. What's up, Gunpowder? What's up, A and A? All right. So the first thing that we talked about is a SOG multi-tool. And it's got, I'm going to go ahead and read through what all it comes on it. It's got wire cutters, pliers, a gripper, a wire crimper, a built-in blade with a safety lock, storage handle that holds for like the, it's got a little flathead screwdriver and a Phillips heads you can put in there, bottle opener, assisted opening, straight edge blade, large flathead bit, a pocket clip, a Phillips bit, and a magnetic 1/4 hex driver. So, like I said, it comes in around $50 online. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we're going to go with this real quick. And like I said, it's a little SOG, multi-tool. Kind of cool. Take the sticker off of that. It's got a little sheath for the blade there. And that's pretty cool. It's got a little pocket clip. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It looks as if it's interesting. I'm just kind of going through all this stuff. It looks as if the pliers, it's not spring assisted, which is interesting. I figure for something that would probably be a $50 multi-tool, it would probably have springs in there, but it does not. But it's not spring assisted on the pliers or anything, which is kind of important, I would think. I think it is. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah, that's just something that I would have thought would have been in there. So that is pretty cool. So it's locked and it's unlocked on that. Okay, so the blade, I'm gonna figure out that's a lock. Okay, it does lock in place. Okay, good. So the blade does lock. It's got a little lever here that you can see. It does lock in place. So, but yeah, it's just another multi-tool as anything else. But I'm a little maybe a little disappointed that it is not spring assisted. Most of the ones that I have that are less expensive usually have the springs on there. So, anyways, pretty cool little multi-tool there. The next one is from ABKT. It's called a tactical weapon right here. Yes, it is handy, Clover. And like I said, I mean, I've got some, cheaper ones you get at Walmart that are spring assisted, and this one is not. So they're touting it as a $50. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying for a $50 multi-tool, I would think that it would be spring assisted. That's just me. Let's see here. So this is kind of cool. I like it. It's a saber tooth little knuckle knife. So it's kind of cool that it'll put this on your belt. It comes with a little sheath. It's Kydex, an actual Kydex sheath, and then something you can wear around your neck or something, or you can put this on your belt or whatever. But it's kind of cool. It does come out. It's a little tight, but it's Kydex, and it's going to take a little bit for it to loosen up. But it's not bad. It's not bad out of the box. And Falcons Toe Blade. There you go. I call these like a little saber tooth. They're looking at a little saber tooth, but like I said, it's kind of a cool little thing that you can just throw on the knuckle and just in case you ever had to. But it does come with a Kydex little sheath and a little necklace there for it. You can do whatever you want to with it. I kind of like it. I think on the retail for these online for about $12 or something like that. But this is by ABKT. Let's see if they have see what they say about it. It says a neck knife is a daily essential. So yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Like I said, it's a little knuckle knife, saber tooth knife. I like that. The next one, this is something that is kind of weird to me. It's from Aeronox, aeronox.com. It's called the Nux 2. So yeah, it is. They say it's a meat tenderizer. Okay, a meat tenderizer where you just there you go. I think it could be just like another little knuckle, which I think could be used for someone. It's aluminum. It's called from Aeronox, and it's a little aluminum little knuckle thing. You might be able to put this on a keychain or something like that, and maybe on your necklace or whatever. And I would say the keychain would be a good little place to maybe have it just in case you had to. But if they say it's a meat tenderizer, I don't understand. Literally, I'm reading what it says here. It says the Aeronox meat tenderizer. They say this is a $50 value. Really? Okay. American made and straight from Texas, which I like that. This is the second generation of the Nux, qualifies as art in their opinion, but it really is for a keychain. Okay, so this is for a keychain. Be sure to check out the website for a more incredible American-made meat tenderizer. But yeah, a little knuckler. Yeah, Mohawk Boy needs that when he beats his meat. That would hurt if you beat your meat with this. Oh, you mean like his beef? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, $50. Piece of aluminum. Okay, sure, $50. We'll call it what it is. Next one here is from New Bold. This is a Polymer Target. This is kind of cool. They say it's a $12 value. Don't let the cold air stop you from getting out and keeping accuracy in check. The New Bold Elastamax self-sealing technology for longer target life and safer reactive shooting. Handles thousands of rounds, is 7 times lighter than the steel, safer than metal targets. Bullets pass through without splatter. Use lead, brown nose, or full metal jacket ammo. Let me see if it says anything. What it's rated as. It doesn't say. To me, this looks like something that you're just gonna have fun more, maybe in the bedroom, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. I never used one. Budget seems to like these. So I think I might try this out. This would be kind of fun. It's a polymer target. Hang it up somewhere and shoot it. But yeah. So it's a polymer target. So I want to try this out and all that. But I've never shot one of these kind of things before. But it does look like it's maybe a little paddle. They don't go ping. No kidding. It's polymer. It's not steel, bro. It's polymer. Of course, it's not going to go ping. A lot of people like the ping of steel targets, but no, so I'll try it out. Polymer target. Never had one before. And the last thing it's in here, I wish you guys could see this better. Unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Cal? Obviously with my green screen, this patch is not going to come out as nicely as it should. I'll probably put a picture on Instagram or Facebook later on, but it's a patch. And if you guys have ever seen the movie A Christmas Story, it's with it's the guy the kid wants a BB gun, and they keep saying you'll shoot your eye out and all that. Well, this patch is kind of in reference to that. So it's going to look weird to you guys because I have the green screen behind me. So bear with me, but this is a green patch with red border. Okay, so I'll put it over here. You can see it maybe. Yeah, it does say you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Imagine this whole area being green. So you can kind of maybe see it. It's a green patch with a red and white striped AR. It says, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Sorry about the green screen. It kind of defeats the purpose of having a green patch, but it's kind of cool. It's clear. It's a clear patch. That's right. It's a clear patch. It's a green patch. It says you'll shoot your eye out, kid. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely gonna keep the patch. I'm gonna keep most of this stuff. I might do a little giveaway sometime for a little package for somebody and throw a couple items in there. I'm not so sure if I want the meat tenderizer. Although I might get that to my daughter. She could maybe put that on a keychain or something, but not so sure I'm gonna have a use for that. I will use the patch, and I'm kind of digging the little saber tooth knuckle knife. I'm kind of digging that. Probably gonna keep that. And you can never have too many multi-tools. Like I said, opening this up and seeing that they value this at $50. Like I said, it's a multi-tool, but basically what it is it's got some pliers, maybe a little wire crimper, a blade, Phillips head and all that, and a little pocket thing or clip to put on there. But for $50, it is not spring assisted. That's something that interests me because I figured a $50 multi-tool would have. Remind you, Frank, you're not going to be allowed within 100 miles of my daughter. Trust me. Just saying. Just kidding. Yeah, my daughter can handle herself and she carries anyway, so the knuckle may not do her a whole lot of good, but yeah, if you ever see my daughter around town, don't mess with her because she'll whoop up on you a little bit. So yeah, I just thought this was very interesting. that it doesn't have, like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It doesn't have it's not spring assisted, so that's a little disappointing. Just saying. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It does lock. This blade does lock though. That's kind of cool. So, and the lock works. It does work. Yep, it sure does. And it's not going anywhere. All right. So there you go. Did that drop for anybody else? What? So, anyways, yeah, that's the TacPack for December 2018. Get some cool stuff. Got some stuff that's interesting. Maybe some stuff that may be a little disappointing once you open it up versus what you think it might be. But a multi-tool is a multi-tool. You can always use a multi-tool. It's got a blade on it. That's cool. It does have a blade on it. I do like the fact that it has a blade on it. So I'll take that side of it. But as far as the meat tenderizer, okay, sure. The target's pretty cool. I do like the old saber tooth knuckle knife. I'm digging that, man. That could be fun. Be fun to use. And then the patch, obviously, like I said, you can't see it. It's a green patch with a green screen. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it says you'll shoot your eye out, kid. So I think it's a pretty cool patch. Anyways, so there's the TacPack of 2018, December 2018, and not a bad one. Definitely not the best one we've had. Not the worst one. So not the worst one. Got some bunch of crud on this. I have to get this off. But anyways, so how you guys doing? Hope everyone's going. Did Clover? Did your paint ever dry? I kind of got tired of watching the paint dry, literally. So hope everything's working out for the paint out there. And that if you guys have, excuse me, if you haven't watched it yet, Clover did a little live stream earlier when he was painting the some steel for Christmas. I think he did like the silver bells, obviously, and then did some of them in red or in green and the ribbons on top of it. So it's pretty cool. It's getting there. Good. So hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Anybody have any big plans for Christmas? Anybody wants to jump in, let me know. I'll send them a link. I'm done with the unboxing, so we want to just hang out for a little bit. I can send somebody a link if you want to jump in. Let me know. I'll send it out. Well, I would say I put it in the chat, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. There's some people out there that I don't know if I want in here. Just kidding. If you want to jump in, let me know. And Clover wants a link. Okay. All right. So let me send you. I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook, buddy. I'm just gonna send it to you through Facebook. It's right here and easy. Don't have to worry about any email or anything like that. So I do want to say thanks to our good friend Johnny and Ed over at 180 Second Ideas, and obviously to TacPack for sending this to me. I enjoy getting them, and I always kind of look forward to them and see what's in there. So I'll probably be giving a couple of these things away. Maybe Tuesday if I do a show for Christmas. This will be a part of maybe a Christmas giveaway package, something like that. What's up, Swede? And for decoration of the range, you're gonna show. Oh, talking about the steel. Wanting to know if you're going to shoot any of the steel. I mean, I'm sure he'll answer Frank when he gets in here. I just sent him the link, so I'm sure we'll have a little impromptu Ghost and Clover. So what's up? I hate big city driving. I grew up in Dallas, so I'm kind of used to the big city driving, so I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. You know, yeah, it's tough to get somewhere. You don't have anywhere to go, but you know that going into it. If you're going to go move to Dallas or Atlanta or one of these bigger cities, you kind of know there's going to be traffic built in. So, Clover, did you get the link on Facebook? If not, I can email it to you. Just let me know.
What up?
Oh, there he is. What's up, yo?
It takes a minute. When I'm on mobile, I
Yeah.
have to copy it from Facebook and then text it to myself and
I'm
then
the
click.
same way. That's how I do it. Yep.
It works fine if I'm on a desktop, but I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. It tries to access the app or
Mm-hmm.
some weird something on mobile. So, oh well. No, Frank was asking, was the Bales decoration or I'm gonna shoot them. I'm gonna shoot them.
I'm gonna
Oh,
shoot them, man.
shoot them, shoot
Silver
them.
bells, silver bells.
So I won't be able to put all of them up at one time, which sucks. I don't have enough hooks.
Who is it? 6
Just
of them? Is that right? 5 or 6?
yeah, there's 6 of them, but
6.
5 of them are double hook design. So,
Oh, because they're big, they're heavy.
not really.
Not really. They're just
So I don't
designed that
know. I
way.
mean, I might could hang them where they hang at an angle, just hook one
Oh,
side.
okay. They're like on each of their sides, so it's yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. It's
Yeah,
not gonna hang straight.
I may do that if they look all right. I guess I could do that and
Yeah,
try to hang them all. But
yeah.
I think I've only got 8 hooks. I think, and one set of hooks is a big long set, so they might look weird that way anyway. I don't know, but anyway, we'll
Man,
see.
that'll be fun. It'll be fun to see if you can play a Christmas carol with those bells if they have different pitches. You know,
Yeah, they're not going to be tuned in a way. They're way
so
too far off as far as size that there's no way they're you know
Warsaw's out there, Bucks out there. What's going on,
it takes
gentlemen?
a minimum when you do that because I've been looking at the musical ones and I've actually talked with High Caliber and Primo
Yeah.
about potentially making one because a musical set is like $400 is what they
Is how
want for
much?
that. $400 is the only ones I can find, and all it is once you figure out the dimensions, like the thickness versus the length versus the width to make that particular tone,
Yeah.
you can duplicate it all day long. So why the hell are they that expensive? You
Yeah, I
know.
don't know. They're proud of it,
Um,
man.
but there's just there you need 8 different ones to get the whatever the octave range or
Mhm.
whatever to play most tunes.
Okay.
You need a minimum of 8, and surprisingly enough, there's not that much difference in size. I mean, there is from like middle C um, to let's say B, right? Um,
Sure.
but from middle C to D to E to F to each one, um, yeah, very very small changes. They're not much smaller at all.
Right. What's up?
So
You're next. So like the $400 set, does it come with like
mhm.
8 or 10? I mean, how many does it come with? Do you know?
There's 8. There's
There's 8
8.
in that one. Okay. What's up,
Yeah,
Drew?
yeah. And then they got one that's it's like 20 or something, and that would be sweet. You could literally, if you had that, you could literally play anything, like quite literally.
Right.
I mean, freaking Led Zeppelin on them if you wanted to.
Yeah, that'd be now that'd be sweet, you know. If
Right.
you could play like Stairway to Heaven or something.
Right. Wouldn't that be cool? With
Ding
but yeah,
ding
with
ding 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 ding
I
ding
know.
ding ding ding
Just the
ding ding
intro. Even
ding.
if you could just do the intro, that would be
Exactly.
pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, the 8 you can do most tunes, and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could do oh man, that'd be fun to do. Oh yeah. You gotta
That's
have see if
awesome.
they'll send you some. We could have some fun with that.
Yeah,
What we could do, and that would be expensive as hell to ship. But wouldn't it be awesome if we could find a company that would sponsor it and say, "All right, we're going to send you this set, and you're going to create your song, and you can put it on a video, and then you ship it to someone else, a traveling set of gongs, to where you have to come up with a different song. Someone shoots a
yeah,
different song, and they send it
right,
to somebody else. That would be awesome.
right. Well, but I mean, you've got to
That'd be
know a little
expensive
bit
as
of
hell.
you got to know a little bit about music. It's kind of like playing the piano in a way.
You play
So,
chopsticks.
right, right. Yeah, shaving a haircut or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Pop,
Yeah.
pop goes the weasel, or
There you go. Hot cross buns or whatever it's
there
called.
you go. Hot cross buns.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Like I said, it'd be expensive as hell to ship, all that, but that'd be kind of
Yeah,
fun.
but I let them know all about Primo and high caliber because I'm like, guys, you know, there's it, for a reasonable set of targets. You're talking about 8 targets, right?
Right.
Well, high caliber is selling those bales. There's 6 of them in there, and they're selling those for $70. I want to say, don't quote me on that, but you know, so just right, and that's shipping included and everything, right?
Right.
So you're talking $12 or so a target.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I mean, even if you could do a musical set of 8 for $15 a target,
Right.
that's a third of the price or some kind of crap. And I mean,
Right.
you know, like I said, once you have that design down, all these guys are using CNC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of pushing a button and they cut a whole new set. So um, it's repeatable, and there's no sense in one company out there having a monopoly on all that crap.
Right. Right.
You know, I
Frank
don't see
says
how
he
you could.
wants
I
to
don't
hear
see how you
jingle
could
bells
patent
on
it.
your steel.
Yeah. Well, I could if it, but it's not going to be tuned where I can do it.
I think that would be the fun part of it, is not, being necessarily tuned. It was just, you know.
Just play the beat or something of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And if you
guess
can
I
find
could.
one,
You
what
know,
higher
I've
bum
got.
bum 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 bum
Well,
bum 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 bum,
if I could
surely that's enough.
find, if I can find my, if I could find my guitar tuner, right?
Mm-hmm.
A thought I had, because now that I got these bells, I've got a pretty wide variety of sizes, right,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
targets. Was to set them up and put the, shoot them and have the, um, oh heck, what am I thinking? Have the guitar tuner out there,
Yeah.
and then try to see what tone they make. It may be a little sharp, or it may be a little flat, or something
Yeah, but
like
it's
that.
close enough.
But it's possible that I could get enough to do some kind of tune.
And you
You
never know. If it works out well, you could send that video into America's Got Talent and you could be a rock star on
know,
TV.
right? Can you imagine? Can you
People would
imagine
go
going
crazy.
in like, what's your talent? And you're hauling in a freaking, suppressed 22 with
No, I
steel
think you bring the
targets
300
and crap.
blackout just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
Really scare
yeah,
them.
exactly. Yeah, it'd be a really loud ring with that.
Be awesome.
But I don't know. Anything you do, and the videos I've seen with the guys doing it, most of them are edited
Yeah.
because
Now
you
your
run out
next
of
out there says all you have to do is
run
tape
out of
something
rounds.
to the back of them to tune them.
Tapes. What do you mean tape something? I don't know
He
what you
says
mean.
this is all you have to do is tape something to the back to tune them. Maybe he'll elaborate here.
Yeah. What do you mean by something? Another piece of steel, or
I don't know if that means. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. But I'm sure he'll elaborate here shortly, and I'll relay
I
that
mean,
message to you.
it would affect the resonance, I guess.
Yes, it would. And the
That would be,
vibration, it would dull the vibration or whatever.
I got to thinking, I got a buddy that, well, I got a couple of buddies actually that own different tire shops. Stick
Yeah.
on wheel weights,
Yeah.
wonder if you could use stick on wheel weights or something on the back to tune them.
Something like that. He said extra weighted tape to the back changes the pitch, like some lead tape or something, or
Well, yeah, like, oh, well, there you go. Wheel weights,
yeah.
stick on wheel weights. I may grab some stick on wheel weights and, yeah, I may play around with it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Now, Flopping Garage out there says Clover got your package 2 days ago. He's waiting for Hank so he can make one video.
Oh, nice. Well, Hank's off slow, huh? Well, there you go. See, Hank's not all he's cracked up to be. Pulling 200 viewers a night, and look at there. Tactical Leprechaun gets his crap out quicker than Hank.
I found
Who loves you?
there is
Who
definitely
loves you?
something.
Who loves you, garbage? Who loves you?
That's right. There is definitely something going on at my post office. I'm just going to say that
Oh yeah.
it's taken like two and a
Oh,
half weeks for some stuff to get to me, and then about 2 weeks for people to get stuff. So I don't know. You sent me that thing, and it took what 2.5 weeks roughly. At least 2 weeks.
yeah,
At least two
yeah.
weeks.
Well, I'm not happy with the post office today because I was
Uh,
supposed to get those books from Julie,
oh,
and
oh,
that's my grandbaby's and nephew's freaking Christmas, and Anyway, I paid for the 2 day shipping,
Right.
which was more expensive and all that shit, right? Well, so we turn around and um, uh, so they'd be here today, guaranteed delivery today, blah blah blah.
Is it like
So
through U.S. Postal Service or
the
is it
freaking postal service,
UPS?
yeah, yeah, postal service. So I
Mm,
see the delivery out for delivery, right?
right.
So the postal lady comes through. I walk down the mailbox and they ain't there. I go
What do
back,
you?
double check the tracking number. They say they were out for delivery at 8:30 this morning, 8:38 this morning, and I can't get a hold of nobody with USPS. It's like we'll call you back, in more than an hour, if you leave your number or some kind of crap. And I'm like, this, I'm fixing to be pissed because supposedly they got to the local. I say local, it's 15 miles away, but the local post office, and
Mm-hmm.
supposedly they're out for delivery, but then I didn't get them, and I'm guessing the mail runs tomorrow, and I'm guessing that Monday maybe,
Maybe
from what I'm
Monday.
hearing,
Well, I think it is. Yeah, I
some
think
mail
it is.
runs and some mail doesn't run on Christmas Eve.
My wife has a package that she says on the tracking is to be delivered Monday. So now, I
Yeah.
don't know if that's the postal service or through FedEx or UPS, but
UPS and them
someone's right.
run. UPS and them run. They run ragged. UPS
Yeah.
and FedEx, they
But I
do
don't
run
know if the
ragged
government will
over
take
the
Monday as
holidays.
a government holiday or not. Who knows?
Well, according to while I was on hold on USPS trying to get a hold of somebody,
Yeah.
which never happened. Um, while I was on there, the recording said some post offices may be closed on Monday. Now, I would figure that mine actual here, my actual local, the one that's like a mile down the road,
Right.
since it's only open 3 days a freaking week for 3 hours a day anyway,
What?
is probably closed Monday.
3 days a week?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the post office, our post office here, they did that a while back. They were going to close the post offices, and then everybody threw a fit, right, about them closing the post office. So
Right.
they rolled back the hours.
So they kept it open, but it's only for 2 or 3 days a week now.
Right.
Interesting. And
Right.
those, and you
As
said some
far
of
as
those are not
somebody,
even full
as
days
far as
either.
no, they're not full days. That's what I said. It's like three
That's
hours a day.
crazy.
For like from noon to 3 days a week.
Wow.
Now, if you've got a post office box in there, you get your mail. I mean, somebody is there. You know what I'm saying? They
Right,
just don't. They just don't open the window. But so I need to back up. Don't want it to sound like the whole place is locked up. But
right.
yeah, if you've got to mail something, or you've got a problem or a question, or if you've got a package that's there that is too big to fit in one of the boxes or something like that, then I mean, if it ain't one of those 3 days within that 3 hour window, you're screwed.
Floppin says they get 4 UPS trucks and 3 FedEx trucks on a day there.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
assuming that's at work, because if not, then you gotta quit buying shit, man.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Telling, telling you. Good gravy. At one time, yeah, at one time I was that way with I had a business in town. There wasn't a day went by that I didn't have, at least one FedEx and at least one UPS.
Right.
And they were usually pretty much like clockwork at what time, except for this time of year. And that's what I said. I've had, because kind of like you, I'd often stay late, close at 6, but heck, I didn't get out there till 9 or 10 sometimes. And
Right.
over the holidays, many times I've had UPS show up or FedEx show up at literally at, you know, 8, 9, 10 o'clock.
Right.
So those guys, of course, they get paid well.
Yes, they do.
I don't want to give the guys too much credit because, those guys get paid really, really well, and especially holiday and overtime and all that. They're making pretty good bank.
Yeah. Oh, it's for sure.
But
Figure this.
got to give them a little credit because it's nice when you have a really good postal carrier or a really good UPS or FedEx guy. And if
What's
you
up,
have a nice
Scotsman?
one, you have a
Scotsman.
nice one, and they ever retire, you're
Yeah.
kind of or move jobs or whatever, you kind of get screwed. So
Your next says he has 156 pounds of ammo coming today.
nice.
Did you get one of those barrels?
That'd be more than 156
Yeah.
pounds, I would think.
Oh, yeah. He's got a bucket of ammo at least. That's a bucket of ammo.
There's several cases.
Depends on what kind of ammo too. If it's 156 pounds of 22, good lord.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, Scotsman says he's busy at work, but he's saying hello.
Sweet. Yeah, you don't realize how heavy ammo is till you start cramming it all in a big box.
You know,
I did that.
Uh-oh. We might have lost
I've
Clover.
been trying to. Uh-oh, hang on.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You went in and out.
Yeah, I was getting a call. I had to cancel it.
I got you.
I got a big old ammo can years ago. I'm trying to think about how big this is. It's probably 10 inches wide by 12 inches tall by about 18 inches long.
Okay.
Something like that. Pretty good size ammo can. I don't remember. I'd have to go dig it out or something and look and see what it made a hold. But anyway, so years ago, I took ammo out of the boxes and then put it in the plastic ammo holders, and stacked it all in there, some of each caliber, whatever. And I wasn't thinking when I did it what kind of weight it was, but it almost takes two people to tote that dude around. It's heavy, man.
Well, just going to a training class, they told us to bring 1,000 rounds, and it's around 1,000 rounds of 9mm, which is only about half. It only fill up my ammo can about halfway. But still, when you're grabbing that thing, walking from your car and walking a couple hundred yards to, the safe area and the range, even that stuff gets heavy. You're like, dang. But he says his is coming with a lot of 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and 308.
All right.
So, not a whole hell. I mean, there's a lot of ammo. Don't be wrong, but it's not gonna be as much ammo. You're talking about those bigger calibers, a little bit heavier calibers than 22 or 9mm or something like that. But yeah, still nice.
Yeah, when you start getting 100 grains plus on the projectile, especially, it doesn't take, because that's where your weight's at.
Right.
It's in that projectile.
Yeah, the brass is nothing. The lead,
yeah, the weight of the brass between, let's say, a 5.56 and a 308, or 308 to 30-06, the actual weight is fairly minimal.
Yeah. Yeah. The small ammo cans hold 1,000 rounds of 9mm perfectly. Yeah, mine's one of the bigger ones, so I filled about half of it.
The double capacity.
Yeah, I filled about half of it up. And I use the bigger ones because what I'll do is, you can stuff extra pair of eye pro or ear pro or something that you just throw in that ammo can, and you always have it with you, and you're like, oh, open it up. Oh, anybody need a set of glasses or whatever. So I always keep other stuff in that ammo can just besides ammo.
Yep, because you're gonna be toting the box anyway. Might as well have a little extra room in the box and carry other stuff. Or for me, I'll a lot of times I'll collect brass while I'm on the range or something. Right. So having that extra room in the box to pick up, take home, 1,000 rounds more brass than I went with or something,
Still freaked out that this thing isn't spring assisted, man.
Isn't that weird? It's weird.
No, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I mean, like I said, it's got a knife on it, and it's got different stuff that could be cool. But it's a multi-tool, man. It's not spring assisted.
Grand scheme of things, I don't know that it matters, but I mean, if you were trying to work,
it's just easier.
If you were trying to work in a tight space or something, it would be absolutely worthless.
No doubt. I just, for me, it's just something that I don't know.
But then again, the original, my original Gerber multi-tool, it's not spring assisted, so And I don't know if that one's that way. Is it a knuckle buster? Because that's another issue you run into a lot of times.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
No, I mean the design itself is good. I like the design.
Right.
Everything is right here. I mean, like I said, I really like the design. It is, and the blade is actually a blade.
Yeah. I mean, I like the blade on that.
The blade's cool.
And it's a nice
The only thing
full
I guess I'm
size.
just, huh?
It's a nice full size knife. It's
Yeah. Oh
not just
yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
little,
I mean, it's
like a little buck knife blade or something. It's actually a,
exactly. It's
yeah.
exactly what it looks like. It's got little serrations on the top in case you needed to use it for sawing anything or whatever. But I mean, like I said, the design itself, I like the design. I like the weight. I like the size. Everything folds up nice. I mean,
Mhm.
everything about it is nice except for I guess I was just when you see a $50
Mhm.
multi tool. I mean, that's just something that I guess I just assumed it would be spring assisted. I don't know.
Right. And I guess that maybe, I don't know, maybe they did it. Maybe that helped cut weight. Maybe it was
Maybe.
helped it be more of a minimalist design, which I
Yeah.
think that's part of that is that's a minimalist style
Hmm.
multi tool. You
Yeah,
got your
it's
pliers, your knife,
definitely
your screwdrivers, and that's about it.
yeah, it's definitely not going to be a survivalist knife or multi
Right.
tool. It's definitely not a survival one. Um, and there are some really awesome multi tools out there that are more survivalist type stuff. But this is just something, honestly, if your car breaks down the side of the road, you've
Mhm.
got some basic necessities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Right.
but like I
Right.
said,
But,
I like the weight of it. I love everything about it. I guess just when you see a
you know,
$50 multi, I guess I was just assuming it was spring assisted.
right.
And I know that's something I'm harping on that, and I apologize, but it's just something that for me,
Yeah.
I don't know, it surprised me, I should say.
No, yeah, I like that too. But all of them, as much as as impressed as I am with the Real Avid, that Gun Tool Max, which is
Yeah,
not technically a multi-tool in the sense that it's more of a range tool, gunsmithing tool, whatever. But I still contend that it's probably the best multi-tool as far as versatility.
which one
But
is it?
even that Gun Tool Max, the
Was getting a
Black
phone
Friday,
call. Hello.
yeah, they're
Okay,
Adam. I'm going to get off here in a minute and talk to them. Apparently,
who is it?
um, I am
Don't
not
know.
real sure. I'm expecting a couple of different calls, but
Okay, yeah.
nothing,
I'm gonna
nothing,
cut this off here in a minute, anyways.
nothing mission critical. But no, that Real Avid Gun Tool Max.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And like I said, as much as I'm liking that, there's even a drawback to it that I don't understand that drives me up the wall. It has no scissors, and I'm like, I love scissors on my multi
Yeah,
tool. I don't know
yeah,
why, but I do
yeah.
because there's certain things that I don't
You don't
want to
want to use a
use
knife
my
for.
knife
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
Scissors just work better.
Yeah, I
If
agree.
I'm got to cut a bandage or something like that, I need scissors. I don't need a freaking, or if I need to cut a little string off my coat or my shirt, if you try to cut that with a knife, what's going to happen? You're going to just unravel it further a lot of times. Um,
What's up, Mel? What's
so,
up, Snob? Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on here. I was going to do a TacPack unboxing. Figured I'd do it live, and kind of interesting that I did it live because it is what it is. But a meat tenderizer, bro.
yeah, I know that is
No, I know it's a
what made me
knuckle.
fell
It's a
out of my
knuckle.
chair. What made me fall out of my chair was the $50 price tag on that. It's like,
fifty
excuse me,
dollars on this.
excuse
It's a
me.
piece of aluminum, dude.
That's like, but if you remember last month they had the beanie or whatever that
That's
was
right.
like $30 or thirty
And I wear
five
the hell
dollars.
out of that.
I don't even remember, and I'm like, 30 or $35 for a beanie is like, excuse me?
No, I love it. I like it. It's a perfect weight, but it ain't no $30 beanie.
No. Like, oh my God, you Dollar Tree all day long buy a beanie. Come on, you know.
What's up,
So
Rich White, the 1%? I don't ignore you. It's the first time I saw you mention anything.
he's
Oh,
just
okay. I scroll back up. I apologize, 1%. He says he has a
he's
mail call video uploading, which is why he's not on this account.
yeah, there's a reason I'm on mobile. It's because of course my internet's crap.
All right.
Uh
So, Mohawk boys out there, this is going to be yours. This is
right.
something that I think that you would enjoy. Just saying.
Got to
It
make a
is
video using
a
it though.
meat tenderizer. Yes, I'm going to send this to you, but I want you to do a video of you actually using it. It's a knuckle thing, but they call it a meat tenderizer. so they can get through. Some states do have limitations on non-lethal defense objects. So they'll call it a piece of art, or they'll call it something else to get away from those things. So they're marketing this as a meat tenderizer. It's actually a knuckle. It's an aluminum knuckle, not brass. It's aluminum. But yeah, man. Just go ahead and tenderize and beat your meat with this there, Mohawk boy.
That pork loin don't stand a chance, does it?
So yeah, like I said, it is what it is. It's I might give this to my daughter. She put that on her keychain. She could use something like that. I tell besides the patch, obviously the patch is badass. My favorite thing is this little knuckle knife, man. I'm kind of digging.
I'm not impressed with that, but
I've never used one. I don't think but I mean, like,
I've got one of those
at $12, and I could definitely see, like, this is the one thing in the TacPack that I could sit there and say, I think they might have undervalued this because it comes with the Kydex sheath and all that. I mean, for $12, this is a great value. Not that I'd ever probably use it or hope I would ever use it, but for a $12 value, that's definitely, I could see that being $12 value.
Right. Have you seen the Paraclaw? Have you ever seen that?
No, what?
I can't remember if a Paraclaw. It's called a Paraclaw.
Paraclaw?
Paraclaw.
Like paracord?
Yeah.
With a claw
exactly. It's basically that you've got right there.
Yeah.
But imagine that in a design and a sheath that was a bracelet.
In a bracelet?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Got a paracord bracelet. So imagine where you put your fingers through.
So you just put would it like go underneath your wrist? Would be the knife or something?
Yeah. You could. Or you could wear it on. I guess you could wear it on top. You could wear it however, but yeah.
Well, I guess technically you could probably do something like that with this. I mean, it's got holes all over this on the sheath, the Kydex sheath.
Yeah.
I could probably throw some paracord through that and do that, or put it on my belt or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got one of those for 1 year. I don't use it for anything, but
right. Let's see. Let's go up here and check the chat. Mel says he's going to give his knuckle to his 21-year-old daughter. Oh, my daughter's 21. Great minds think alike. Rich White said the knife might be nice for opening a bunch of boxes if you work at a store or a warehouse. Yeah. Mel says he's going to give the target to a buddy who has some range that lets him shoot at every now and then. And the SOG is in his car, glove. All right, Mel. So let me ask you this. And I know I've been harping on this, and maybe I'm just a little sensitive, but I'm a little disappointed in the multi-tool.
Listen up, SOG. Listen up, SOG.
Listen up, SOG. If you're going to market this thing as a $50 multi-tool, basically it has some pliers. I do like the knife function. It's got a full knife, bladed and serrated. It's got the pliers, and it's got an attachment you can put a Phillips head, or it's basic for $50, and it's not spring assisted. For $50, I deserve a freaking spring. Just saying. Yeah. So, like I said, I know that I'm going off on a damn SOG thing, but my God.
Right.
Flopping guard says, "What you slice your wrist with that in the bracelet?" Well, it's in a sheath, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a little.
It's gonna be something like this.
Got a little sheath. It's got like a sheath on one end. Imagine a sheath, and then you come off the tip of the sheath with paracord, and then run a paracord bracelet around to the hilt end or the butt end or whatever of the actual knife. And then it locks in. It's got a little pieces on the knife that when it goes into the sheath, it's got a little clasper like thing that locks down, like a little spring loaded clasp that locks down.
Right. So
it won't just randomly come loose and cut you. I need to do a video on it. Apparently, nobody's heard of it, I guess.
Yeah. Now, Mel says he didn't like the no spring, but loved the any size fits all screwdriver bit design. Now, Warsaw says that he prefers a Marine K-bar fixed blade. You mean something like that?
Yeah.
It says, let's see if I can get it right here. It says Marines on it.
I've got one that says Army, but
There you go.
it's all good.
And the sheath has an embossed Marine Corps logo on it. So
That's the same.
yeah, there's my.
That's the same Army version I've got.
Yeah. My dad got this for me.
My blade may
somewhere.
be different. Yeah, I've got the smooth. Yours was had serrations.
I've got serrations there. Yep. I got some more
see,
serrations on there.
Mine's smooth, the smooth blade.
I got
But
you.
you know my thoughts on the. I don't like serrations.
You don't like serrations, so yeah. Frank says the Falcon claw knife is for ninja warriors. I am an American ninja warrior.
Ninja. That patch is a ninja too, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
With the green screen going, especially.
What's that?
I said that patch is a ninja with this a ninja patch with the green screen.
Yeah, it is. Take a look at this. So with the green screen going, you can't tell, but that's a green patch. It says you'll shoot your eyes out, kid. It's a green patch. Obviously, with the green screen going, it looks kind of weird.
The gong got translucent a little bit. You notice that when you were showing it?
I did notice that.
Yeah. It didn't completely disappear like the patch, but it kind of got translucent.
I mean, you can kind of, right there, depending on the light, how the light hits it.
Yeah.
And, but
yeah.
Kind
of neat.
Yeah. So starting the 28th, I'm finally gonna get working on the old office next weekend, pulling the carpet out of the room. We're gonna repaint everything, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one wall, or at least maybe a side wall, green for a green screen. So this a spare bedroom is gonna be my office now, and I'll do all my videos and all that stuff in there. But I'm gonna do one wall, I think, of paint it green for an actual green screen with and all that. So
right.
Midnight says it's yellow. It turns green when you put it in front of the blue part of the flag. I'm not very smart, bro.
Yeah, that would
makes sense though.
I guess that would make sense.
Yeah. And 18 Wheels out there says the best thing about the meat tenderizer in regards to laws, it only goes around one finger. That's right. And like I said, it's a pretty cool meat tenderizer. So if you're in a state that doesn't allow knuckles, well, it's a piece of art that could be used for beating your meat.
Yeah, and if you enjoy, a good steak or a piece of prime rib or something.
We're gonna have a war out there. We're having a battle of the videos. You and 1% just released the video at the same time.
Did I release a video? When?
I just got a video notification that says CloverTac uploaded watching the paint dry Silver Bells edition 31 seconds ago.
What the hell? That's supposed to be unlisted.
It is not unlisted anymore. And then Unloaded Media.
Okay.
Mail call
You're
from
right.
Lifestyles, the Locked and Loaded crew. So Rich got his stuff from Hank. So let's go see who wins the battle of the videos here.
Well, there goes my watching the paint dry on GunStreamer stuff.
Rich says, check it out. New video uploaded. Ghost and Clover are done. We've actually gained people since your video.
Yeah.
Went public. I'm just joking.
You drove people to us, man. Talking about.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Snob says he got it also. So, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm digging, like I said, I am kind of digging this. I've never had one, ever used one before, but I do like the idea. I think this little necklace, it basically looks like a pair of dog tags chain, I think I'll probably take the necklace off, but I'm kind of digging the idea with paracord, and you could attach it to a belt, or you kind of have a cool look a little belt buckle type thing or something, a belt, or like I think this would be too big for a bracelet, but something. Yeah. But I do like the Kydex sheath, and like I said, it's a pretty cool little design. I'm digging this. I'm digging that. And I'm sure I will like the multi-tool. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably like the multi-tool. I just wish, and I could probably go in there and engineer some shit if I wanted to put some springs on it, maybe. I don't know. Anyways,
put some springs
I've
on
it. I've only got 40 or 50 multi-tools, so you know.
Just throw it in a box, or
Yeah, I'll throw it in the glove compartment, or I'll throw it in my range bag or
the
something.
rate you're going, at the rate you're going, it may end up in the prize vault before it's said and done.
That's very true.
As much as you say you could always use another multi tool, like but can you really? You know.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flopping Garage says maybe an eye patch. I never thought about that. Does that look good? That eye neighbor.
Use it for an eye patch.
Use the knife as an eye patch. So
There you go. There you
go. Psycho says he's waiting on his new phone to get here, and watching the UPS truck move around the map is killing him. That's funny. Warsaw says, ever buy knives from Cold Steel? Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not a big knife person.
Got a sword from Cold Steel too. Cold Steel's good stuff.
I might have one, but I'm not a knife aficionado, so
Yeah, me either.
I kind of see a knife or something that I like, and like this is my everyday knife. And it's from Atomic, and I've never heard of these people. I found it, honest to God, I found this at like a one of the real small local gun shows.
Yeah.
I got it for like $30, $40, whatever it was, but it's from Atomic. I've never heard of them, but I like it. It's an auto blade. It's got
I've got
it's a dual blade, and it's got the dual serrations, which I don't care about the serrations, but it's a pretty cool design for $30. I think it was,
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but they sell them at the gun shows. But there's a zombie biohazards company, and
okay.
they're overseas, but all their stuff's like Zombie Green. Z Hunter is what it is.
Z Hunter. I never heard of them. But
But
that doesn't make any sense because I don't know many knife companies.
But
I know
they've got
and a couple others,
Yeah, they've got a spring assisted knife that I've owned two. I broke one and then was at a gun show, and it may have been the first time we went to Wanamaker or something.
Okay.
Found another one there, and ended up buying it because I broke the other, and I didn't break the blade, didn't break or anything. But what had happened is, those with the spring assisted and stuff, you got, if the screws back out and anything gets loose, then you got to be real careful. And what happened is some screws backed out, it got loose, and a little piece, a locking piece or something, fell out of it on the ground somewhere or something. But anyway, it's a sweet. I love that little knife. I love it. And as far as keeping it on a range bag or in a med bag or in a just around, excellent little knife. Got sort of a stiletto style blade on it.
Sure.
The handles and all on it are cool. And like I said, it's spring assisted. So, and it's a $10 knife, maybe $15 knife.
Right. Now, Gary says he buys his knives from a specialty store called Walmart. And
Right.
Mohawk Boy wants to know if I'm allowed to have auto knives in Arkansas. The one good thing about Arkansas is if it has a blade, it's legal. I could literally throw a katana on my back and wear that anywhere, and no one can say jack about it. If it has a blade in Arkansas, it's legal. So yeah.
Yep. Same way here.
Unloaded me. I got a brawler. Use it for everything, even occasionally to eat dinner. So yeah, we're pretty lucky. Gun laws and knife laws and all that in Arkansas are there are basically none. So it's pretty good place to live, and it's really pretty. Just saying. I don't want to tell too many people that because then Arkansas will be a lot bigger and be too crowded, which I don't like.
You'll end up like Texas too. Import a lot of people that bring their ideologies with them.
Yeah, I remember when I was growing up in Dallas. All of us were obviously from Dallas, but I don't remember any of my friends whose parents were from Dallas also. Like basically all of us were from Dallas, but none of our parents were from Dallas. So everyone moved there for work or whatever. And so it's kind of interesting, like, very few people, at least when I was there, very few adults were from Dallas.
Yeah, no, it's been that way. Most of my aunts and uncles and things like that, they were all born and pretty much raised in Dallas. And but yet the generation before them or whatever, they're the ones that migrated from here to Dallas. They were born here, and got tired of the only jobs at that time. That was years and years ago, right? The only jobs here were farming and logging, basically.
Right.
And so, they moved to Dallas. That was that was the really the closest big city or anything like that
Yep.
that there was any kind of jobs. So, my grandfather, he worked for Train, makes the air conditioners or whatever for, he actually retired from there. He worked from there for many,
Now,
many, many years. And my grandmother worked for, Hostess.
there you go. Ooh, that'd be dangerous. I
It was.
remember I
It
was
was.
probably I don't remember how old I was, but like the local Hostess distributor,
Uh-huh.
they were moving to like a new plant or building or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't necessarily want to take all the inventory with them.
Oh,
So they were like, you could get like a box of Hostess cupcakes for like a quarter, or 50 cents,
right.
or it's like, oh my good God. But they had like a limit, like only 4 per person or something, I mean, so oh my God. And it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's to keep stores from buying them, probably.
Now, 1% out there says that he can conceal carry a katana Highlander style. His constitutional carry does not just cover handguns. Well, that's pretty cool, except for I don't have to conceal mine in Arkansas. I could literally wear the katana. I could walk down the road doing some crazy shit like that, and no one could say anything to me about it. Well, they probably
Well,
could. They probably could if I did that, but
with
just carrying
anything
it.
with anything that you've got, even if you're toting a baseball bat around, I mean,
That's right.
and you're in a baseball uniform, if you're doing stuff in a threatening manner or something,
If there's intent.
that's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter what the quote unquote weapon, is, if you're kind of threatening acting with it. That's what I see people all the time around here that, they'll walk to their hunting lease or whatever. And I mean, they may walk 2 miles down the road, you know what I mean?
Right. Now,
And
Psycho says he
they got
can't
all their hunting gear on, and they, got a pistol, sidearm, and they got their hunting rifle, whatever it might be, strapped across their, back, or all this
Yeah,
good stuff, and walking down the road, and it's not uncommon during hunting season to see that around here.
exactly. Psycho says that he cannot conceal carry a dirk or dagger or machete, but he can open carry them. That's
Yeah.
that's funny. WP out there says, what's worse is being drunk at night and shooting guns in the air with loaded rounds at 11 o'clock at night. Well, I don't drink anymore. Not much. I might have a couple drinks a year, depending on it, but I don't drink much anymore. And I sure as hell wouldn't drink it ever touch a firearm. That's just me.
I've never fired a gun into the air like that.
Neither
Never.
have I. Sober or drunk, but I definitely wouldn't. I would not be around them if I was drinking. So
Yeah. Now I may or may not have fired a bow in the air like
may
that.
or may not have. Is that called lawn darts?
I forgot what they call that now, but yeah.
I used a Truce. Used a Spec Train was a HVAC designer.
Well, I did.
Oh, you used to train him. Okay, I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's a good way if you're taking down trees or something too. Is what we would do is we'll take a bow. Usually we'll get a recurve, though that way it's not quite so much power. You can kind of
Right.
control that a little bit.
Right.
You take that arrow and put you a real light rate. We use like to the whatever it is, the polymer, the poly whatever twine or whatever that you bale hay with. A lot of times tie it onto the arrow, and use an old arrow, of course, not a nice one. And then you can shoot the arrow over a limb, or
Yep.
whatever, up high, and then get on the other side and shoot it back across, and essentially wrap a rope around the top of the tree or something.
Sure. Yeah.
And to get kind of some tension on it as you saw it, to make it fall where you want to fall. So, and there's been several times that I pulled back a little too far doing that. Lost an arrow.
Right.
Who knows where it came down at? But
Um,
it was off in the woods, so it wasn't anywhere around
Yeah, you
civilization.
weren't putting anybody in danger.
So that's good. I may have capped a squirrel or something, but outside of that, I think people were safe.
Pete is going to come after you for that. That was
Well,
probably some endangered species of squirrel, you know.
well, I'll offer them a good old pot of some squirrel stew or something, and they'll be good.
Now, Mel the Nut says, "What's your final verdict on the TacPack? Like or dislike?"
I think you got to like that one
I like
almost
it. I like it. I
overall.
like it. I like this. I'm digging this. I love the patch. Love the patch. That's gonna go to Vegas with me. I'm digging the Polymer Target. Like it. The meat tenderizer. It's what it is. It is what it is. The multi-tool. If I could just mentally get over the fact that it's not spring assisted, then yes, it's a nice piece. So overall, yeah, I like it. The little tenderizer or knuckle in the real world is the only thing that they're saying this is $50 is a piece of aluminum. Come on, man. Come on, man. So yeah, but everything else, I think that the Target being retail value of $12, I could see that. I could see them selling this for $12 at Walmart or something like that, a gun shop. This I think is actually probably worth more than $12, honestly. The little knuckle blade. That's $12. I think that's right on. The patch is awesome. The two $50 value pieces are the ones that are a little disappointing to me. One, I don't even know what the hell this is for. I really don't. A meat tenderizer, come on, man. I know what it's for, but and then like I said, the multi-tool, you got one, you got 50 of them. It's basic without a spring. If this was a $25 or $20 multi-tool, I'd say yeah, for sure.
Even 30.
Maybe 30, you know.
Because there's a few Leathermans and other things out there that are similar design to that. So and they're about in the $30 range.
Exactly. Frank says it must be really good aluminum. It must be something. But yeah, overall, I do like it.
It's actually made out of kryptonite. Not many people know that.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's just so you can punch Superman. Just saying.
Nice. I'm digging that. I might need to keep that then because it's got a little bit of kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, if the Kryptonians ever take over or try to take over, you're going to need it.
Is this like my key to safety?
Basically, yeah.
I show them this, and I'm good. I'm one of them.
No, show them that. You punch them in the face with it.
Well, if they're going to come out here to destroy the world, if I have this, maybe they'll let me live and let me be part of the.
Well, they would probably leave you alone because you would have a kryptonite fist, and they would
be worried that I would punch them and they'd kill them.
Right, so they'd be scared.
They'd let me live.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Look them apples. And if they try to give me like their laser for their eye lasers, I go. Pfft.
Just block it
today, sir. Not today.
Exactly.
Wonder Woman has her bracelets. I got my freaking meat tenderizer. Up yours, Joe Boo.
It's a good movie, by the way.
Yeah. I said, up yours, Joe Boo. I do it myself.
The second one, I don't know.
Okay. It's okay.
Second one was okay. But the funniest about the second was the same dude, man. With Serrano and the Chinese guy or whatever. Yeah. You have no
balls.
And he looked through marbles. You have no marbles.
Marbles, yeah.
You have no marbles, he said.
Yeah. Hilarious. The first one was so good because they weren't trying to do anything special. It just happened to become a great movie. The second one, they tried to relive the magic of the first one. That's why, sequels are never as good. But the first one, for me, the first one was great, and 90% of it was because of Bob Uecker. I could just sit there and listen to Harry Doyle over and over and over and over and over, and listen to his one-liners. Matter of fact, a text notification sound for a lot of my friends are just a bit outside.
Right.
Ball 4, ball 8. Ball 12. Who the hell cares? You can't say hell on here. No one's listening anyways. Who gives a damn?
Right. Right.
When are they coming out with Superman played by a gay woman?
God.
Okay, Frank.
All right. Well, Thor's supposed to be a woman here for too long, I hear.
I understand that to be true as well. So hey, Vanessa
That will
Kitty.
get interesting. But I'll be glad to see Chris Hemsworth go away because the ladies fawn over him way too much. So
My wife and daughter.
I gotta say, a little part of me is actually happy about that.
Yeah, my wife and daughter are big fans of his. I will say this about Chris Hemsworth though. Have you ever seen him on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
He's
And they
hilarious. I
say
give him
he's
that.
like that in real life. Like he doesn't take himself seriously, which I like. There's so many people that are those mega stars that just take themselves way too seriously. That's why I like watching him, and I love watching Peyton Manning when they're on SNL because they just don't care. I love it. The funniest Saturday Night Live thing I've ever seen in my life, besides probably the Gumby bit by Eddie Murphy back in the day, which is hilarious. But my second favorite behind is, did you ever see the United Way sketch with Peyton Manning? When you guys get done, not now. When you guys get done with this, go to YouTube and search Peyton Manning United Way. And it is one of the funniest skits SNL ever did. He's like point blank and like just pelleting these 10-year-old kids with a football. And then, why didn't you catch that? What's wrong with you? Oh, it was hilarious, but it's great. You got to go watch it. It's worth the 3-minute view.
Right.
Peyton Manning United Way skit. Oh, priceless.
There's a lot of Saturday Night Lives that way. They catch a bad rap a lot of times for left leaning or whatever it might be. But
yeah,
sometimes stuff's just funny. You guys gotta kick back and go, that was funny.
Mohawk boy. He said, rich, famous, handsome. Good for him not taking himself seriously, and he's getting on your number one finger. Jesse Jackson on Weekend Update reading Green Eggs and Ham. I guess I never saw that.
Oh God, that would be hilarious. I don't know that I've seen it either.
Watch that one, I guess. Yeah. Oh, the old Gumby stuff were great. I would say that all the way through from the 70s, I would say all the way up to like the mid 90s, they always had some great ones, and they'd have a couple here and there come and go that were really good. But man, like the ones that are there like the last few years, they're just not funny. They're too political.
You get tainted by the political. Remove the political spectrum from your thinking, and then go back and watch some of it. And you got to be able to laugh at stuff, even if they're they're doing it from a political motive. Sometimes funny is just like I said, it can just be funny.
I did enjoy
even the Kavanaugh, the whole kid when that happened, and Matt Damon come on, and I'm not a Matt Damon fan or nothing, but with all the other actors that were playing the senators or whatever, and the looks on their faces they made, and that was just funny.
Yeah. There was the one during the 2008 election that was great when they brought back what's her name to be? Oh God, what's her name?
What, Palin?
Yeah, but what's her name?
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey to play Palin, and they had the other one to
looks
play.
just like her almost.
Exactly
that's what was hilarious,
And then they had Lisa Polar doing Hillary, and just the facial expressions. That one was like, I can't believe I'm actually here. And Hillary, look over at Hillary, and she's like, I can't believe you're here either. Like, I got beat by Obama, and it was hilarious. That was pretty funny.
Right. And then, the one that does Justin Bieber. Oh my God.
Oh, those are great. Yes.
Justin
Kate
Bieber
McKinnon.
Yeah. Kate McKinnon.
Those are great.
And I'll tell you, the other one I liked was Melissa McCarthy with being Spicer.
No, now those were hilarious. And I wish that she would come back and do more because she was hilarious.
He got rid of Spicer. That was one of the saddest days for me because I thought, oh man, now SNL can't do Spicer anymore because that was.
Speaking of getting rid of people, I don't know if you guys heard or noticed, but did you notice that General Mattis is no longer the Secretary of State?
He bailed on him. Back word on the sly is over the whole Syria thing.
That's exactly right.
They don't want to say that.
That's what I'm hearing, and he said he just could not agree with some of the decisions that were being made in foreign relations by the president. And here's the problem, and this is just me, and I might be wrong about this, but there is a possibility of a war on our home turf coming. Just saying, which has never really happened before. A foreign war being on our land since the Revolutionary. But it would be interesting. There's some stuff that it could get nasty. It could get hairy here in the next couple of years. It'd be interesting to see what happens. And here's the thing about that is our military, we train so much in different terrain to go other places. Very seldomly do we train to defend our actual homeland, which is essentially what we could be doing here. But the Syria Russia thing, I mean, I think there's a lot of it to do with Syria. I do believe that the Russia thing is probably real now, and so yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We're not talking about a revolution. We're saying that there might be. Just don't be surprised in the next couple of years if there aren't people that are maybe doing some surprise attacks on our homeland here. I'm not talking like 9/11 stuff. I'm just talking like I start seeing some car bombing and stuff like that because the Syrians, man, they don't play around. There's some nasty folk over there. They don't think twice about that stuff. So that's just me. But yeah, I saw General Mattis was going to step down. I think it's in February. Or March, somewhere in there. He's going to give him his 3 months, basically. And, Red Dawn is coming. I wouldn't say Red Dawn is coming. No, no one's going to take over us.
Right.
But it's going to take a collaboration of several major companies to come and take us over. Just saying.
Yeah, it would have to be a scaled and organized.
Mm-hmm. We're talking like the other major powers in the world combining.
Yeah, it would have to be a collaborated effort on multiple fronts. Because I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it still holds true regardless. Is the whole gun behind every blade of grass type thing. And I've said that a long time. And then people talk about the East Coast or the West Coast or whatever. And can you imagine the West Coast and some of the gangs and stuff? Can you imagine the border towns and some of the gangs and stuff?
Yeah.
They've got to get through those guys.
I'll be right back.
There can't be, really isn't any more of an opposite, I think, to law abiding Second Amendment citizens than a gangbanger. But when it comes to something like that, we're sort of on the same side in a way. And most of those got some pretty cool toys. So. And unfortunately, since he stepped away, I don't have the chat up. I can't see the chat, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I guess I can go here. Unfortunately, bring the chat up real quick. I suppose. Vanessa Kitty says you can see Russia from Little Diomede Island in Alaska. Yeah, probably see it. Yeah, guess you'd have to have a telescope or some binoculars, but I was going to say, you probably get up, if you got up very high on a mountain or something in Alaska, you could probably see it too.
There you go. I said companies. Do you mean countries? What's up, Archangel? Yeah, countries, not companies. Not companies going to come and attack us. Countries. It would take a collaboration of a lot of countries to come take us over, not companies. Sorry, my wife was calling me. I had to go around and do something. Thanks for covering me on my own live chat. Appreciate it.
Right.
Well, anyway, so Russia isn't far from Alaska across the Bering Strait on a clear day. Yeah, but no one lives in that little tip of Russia either. No one lives in that tip of Alaska either. So before you could just walk across, apparently there's a land bridge back in the day before it got taken over by water. So
yeah, that's how the Mongoloids basically settled North and South America, supposedly.
Right.
Which all goes back to, I can't remember what I was watching. I think it was who's the Indian guy or whatever, like the conservative Indian guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Which Indian? What kind of Indian?
Dinesh D'Souza or something like that. All the conservative guys.
I have no idea.
Somebody out there in the chat's going to know it. I could Google it, and I'm not going to. But
All right, hold on here. Conservative. It's gonna be the weirdest Google search.
oh, it's like Dinesh. Dinesh is
Conservative
the
Indian guy.
Dinesh is
Dinesh D'Souza.
Dinesh
I literally put in conservative Indian guy in Google, and it came up to Dinesh D'Souza.
Google's a little racist. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Dinesh
Yeah,
D'Souza.
big kid. A couple of them say yeah, Dinesh. Yeah, I was watching him. He did a speech at the college and was talking about. They were talking about reparations and all this stuff and how you know they even modern that blacks coming back from World War II and the GI Bill didn't extend to them, and a lot of the whites have accumulated wealth over the years based off of that. So at what point do you try to right the wrongs of the past by fixing things? And I guess what he was getting at, this idiot was getting at, not Dinesh, but the kid in college or whatever was, that we need to go back and we could at least find the ancestors of those that got screwed out of the GI Bill and offer them free college or something or whatever.
Something. Yeah.
And, weird. And Dinesh made a great point. And it goes to what I said about the Mongoloids crossing the Bering Strait and settling the Americas is, we showed up and there's a lot of things. Well, we took this from the Indians, well, the Indians took this from somebody and somebody took that from them and somebody settled that before. And, so it's like, where does the buck stop if you start doing that? And that's the problem with that.
That's a good point.
Because even if you give it back to the Indians, what tribe? Because they fought over who controlled what for the longest. And then, it's a never ending thing. So, reparations don't work, and they can't work for that simple fact.
No, like you said, all that stuff you just said, plus they'll never be satisfied. You give them something, it's just human nature.
They're not going to want to give that up. Let's say that
more, or I'm going to
say that. Let's take Oklahoma, and let's say that the government says, okay, well, whatever tribe, pick one. Well, I'll just say tribe A because I'm not up to speed on all the tribes.
Oklahoma.
So let's say okay, Oklahoma. Well, we're doing away with Oklahoma, and that whole state now belongs to this tribe because they once owned that whole state, and the United States screwed them out of it, right? Pushed them into their little reservation. So we're giving the whole state, or even 2 or 3 states, maybe of an area, right? We're giving that to tribe A. Well, then tribe B comes along and goes, wait a minute, Jack. Wait. They defeated us and run us out of there,
Right.
So then it falls on to tribe A to have that same mentality of, well, we're just going to give it up to these people because we stole it from these people, and at some point, somebody's not going to do that, so, I mean, it's not going to work. It's the whole no, not me attitude, right?
Exactly.
And what he said, it was hilarious with this kid. He says, okay, he said, I get I'm getting what you're saying. He said, and he explained it kind of in the way I did, that it's a never ending cycle. How far back do you want to go? Blah, blah, blah. And the kid still wanted to argue. And he says, okay, do you consider yourself a part of white privilege? Because it was a white kid that was saying this. And the white kid said, well, yeah, in a way, I am. He's like, I don't necessarily enjoy it, but yeah, because I'm white, I definitely get certain privileges, blah, 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 blah. He was trying to be all noble and leftist, right? And he's like, okay, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you go down to the administration building tomorrow and tell them that you want to give up your spot in school to an African-American kid that did not get in this last semester.
Yep.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, okay. So what you want to do, and he told him this, he says, so as long as you're giving the stuff away that belongs to somebody else or that infringes on somebody else, you're okay with it. That's what you're saying.
Did you ever see the Steven Crowder? Steven Crowder did a thing on campus, I think it was at TCU, and it said white privilege is real. Prove me wrong. Yeah. It was hilarious. They're this college and
no, it's white privilege is a myth.
Yeah, that's what it was. And that was great. And there were a couple kids that came on and really kind of like shut it down. And it was like, oh, it's impressive. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. They talk about one of them was bring this thing about a buddy of his was accused of rape or something and got off because he was white, and
Yeah, they got all
they
off
got on some weird
into
stuff, you know.
they got all off in that one into white male privilege
Exactly.
and toxic masculinity and a lot of
Right.
other crazy
Yeah. It got
things that
away from what he was trying to
it
do,
did.
but it was interesting.
It did. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one that he got kicked off of TCU or something, and they threw a big fit about it.
I think what it was is either TCU or SMU. I can't remember that they were promising him an auditorium. And then they came back and said that we're not, in order to be the auditorium, you had to have X amount of security guards, and they were not going to provide them. And so he got private security guards. They paid security to come be there, and then they still wouldn't let him inside the auditorium. So we did it outside. I can't remember if that was SMU or TCU. One of them was inside an auditorium. The other one was outside. I can't remember which one was which.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Crowder. I think he's
There's something
good.
going on with him right now. I'm not real
There
sure
is.
what.
I'm not real sure either, but there is definitely
Somebody
something
said
going on.
he had some kind of sickness or some kind of health
Yeah,
issue.
he's not. He's not necessarily taking a break, but he's definitely not doing as much as he was. So who knows? I hope everything's. I hope it's not major. Put it that way. But
Well, you can only go balls to the wall so long, and he's been
right.
doing it for so long now that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. We've been going about an hour and a half now, and like I said, the unboxing of the TacPack for December. SARS came in earlier and said he was going to do a live unboxing tonight as well. So it'll be interesting to hear his thoughts and see if he gives two shits about the SOG multi-tool like I do, obviously. Meat tenderizer and all that. But no, thank you again to Johnny. Thank you again for TacPack. Really cool stuff. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. And if I don't see you guys before Christmas, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are safe. Have fun with your families. And we'll see you soon. Semper Fi.